god, this is so exciting. I'm in the middle of getting ready. What I'm getting ready for, I don't know. This is like so fun for me. Okay, look, these are like sentimental value to me. This is green 4-leaf clover. It's Van Cleef, but it's like a green 4-leaf clover, and that's like lucky. Like, I'm just like so lucky. And then this one is like Hand of God and Evil Eye. Hey guys. I am back. So, long time no see. So, you would not guess that this, I'm just gonna get into it. Like, I don't like to talk too much. Okay? So, you would never guess that this is like 5-day-old hair. You would have never guessed. Because here's the thing, I was on a run, and then I was like, I don't want to be ugly today. So then I went home, and I like showered my body, but I didn't wash my hair, and I put shit ton of dry shampoo in it. And it smells like really good. So I flat ironed it, and then I like flipped the ends outward for the look. And then like at the top parts, see, it's because you're watching me. I literally think that sometimes bad stuff has to happen to you so that you can like wake up. Like, you need to like go through it and then you can wake up. Because a lot of people, they don't do anything with their life until they're like dead broke. They'll be like, oh, I have money, I don't need to do this. And then they're gonna become poor because they just weren't urgency enough. So you have to always like be like, something I've noticed is you have to always like be in urgency. Because a lot of people won't do anything until they're literally like poor, miserable. So you just have to like gaslight yourself. I was planning on making a video like 19 things I learned at being 19. And also like, okay, so whenever I post a talking video on TikTok, it blows up. And here's the thing, people on TikTok are unappreciative and it doesn't get the attention I deserve. I feel like I'm too smart. For TikToks, people on TikTok are stupid for the most part, like, no offense. But I had this one account called Tandis is the Hottest Girl, and then I like forgot the password. I just couldn't get back into it. So actually I was like, why should I wait for a guy to make me his trophy wife until I act like a trophy wife? So I took matters into my own hands. Let me explain my bracelets to you guys. You put your trust in anyone other than yourself. Stupid hoe, how you figure? Seriously, I mean it. Okay, so okay, I can't decide if this necklace is tacky. I got it when I was 16, and so basically I was at the Chanel makeup store, and then I saw one of the associates wearing this, and I was like, oh, I need that. And he was like, they only have 3 left in like America or California or something. And I was like, shut the fuck up. So I went on a wild goose chase and I found it. And I don't think I've ever worked that hard at anything else in my life trying to find this necklace. So it's like my little baby. I'm gonna put on some blush. Okay, so basically my makeup is like, I have the base done, you know? The like contour, foundation. I have a little bit of blush, but I'm just gonna do some more. I'm using this Milani blush. It's like really good and like inexpensive and it lasts. Like, look, it's like so pretty. Okay, and then, okay, so I don't know why my personality is like lacking right now. Ew. How do people drink beverages? I had a hairbrush. Where'd it go? Do you guys like my eyelashes? I made them myself. I'm currently working on like a lash thing, and I'm just working on it, but I literally am so excited. Like, I can't wait for everyone to know and see, like, but I'm just like working on perfecting like lashes right now. And like, look, does this even look fake? It just looks like my eyelashes are really long and I just put like something on them, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look fake, but they're fake. Well, some of them are fake, some of them are not, but you will soon see. I'm learning how to do lash extensions and like make lashes, because a lot of lashes are just so ugly. Like, I just see so many lashes that are like ugly, like straight up. No hate, no shade. They're just ugly. Like, and girls pay so much money and it just does not look good. Like, it could look so much better. And my eyelashes, I'm really good at them. I like doing them. And I'm like, I just want to help other people have cute lashes too. So, yeah. Okay, another life hack is when you contour your nose. Okay, so basically make this shape. Go from here to here, here. Whoop. Looks perfect. Okay. I feel like oh, I forgot to do my lips. I was gonna say I feel like I'm missing something. I want my lips to look like I don't have anything on them. And I'm gonna use drugstore lip stuff today. I usually don't, but I'm gonna use these NYX ones because they're actually really good. And I used to use them in like freshman year of college, and then I started having a money spending problem, and now I use like the really expensive ones. Okay, so this one is mauve. Okay, and then I'm taking Peekaboo Neutral and filling in the rest. I'm like going over it because I don't really like the look of like dark around it. It makes you look like an old lady. No offense. But I like to look youthful. And then my favorite product ever for lips. This is my favorite thing ever, and I've been gatekeeping this for like 2 years. Chanel Rouge Allure Liquid Powder in 952. Oh my god, you gotta like... Yay. I just got a text. I got a text back. I love like how opportunities just find me and I just attract the best in my life. Like, there's so much good in my life and I'm just so beautiful and stunning and gorgeous. I think I've perfected the trophy wife look. Like, just move this over a couple of fingers and then I'm literally a trophy wife. I'm literally a trophy wife. I'm gonna take this one off because it just looks like a dog tag. I'm sorry. I might sell this. But it's like sentimental value to me. I don't know. I'll sell it in like... Honestly, guys, last night I was in bed crying. And look at me now. Beautiful. Listen, you need to get heartbroken sometimes. It's a good thing to get heartbroken because, one, you deserve better. I've never had like a new boyfriend that wasn't better than the old boyfriend in like a lot of ways. And honestly, if you're just chasing a man all the time, you're gonna be a loser. I mean it. I really do. But honestly, I don't plan on getting heartbroken ever again in my life. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm perfect. I don't need to get heartbroken again. I already got heartbroken like enough times to where now I'm like, I have all the knowledge. I'm a perfect reformed human. I have to warm up my face a little bit. It's very pale. Very pale. Okay, so this is my favorite brush to use for like, there's like leftover bronzer on this. So. I like started contouring really low because I used to contour like way up here and now I put my blush there. But when I would contour way up here, it made my face look really long and like horsey, like, you know what I mean? Like horse face. It's like my biggest fear. I don't want to look like a fucking horse. I'm gonna contour my jawline actually because I want to look like a doll. Oof. Okay, so I'm gonna drink the rest of the Celsius and then I'm gonna start talking. Do you guys want to see my outfit? Okay, so I'm gonna explain my outfit to you. This random necklace. This shirt is from Victoria's Secret. Hand of God bracelet that I got as a present, and then the huge Cartier, and then This one also huge, and then this one is like green and lucky, and it's like St. Patrick's Day. March is my favorite month, and I like to be a lucky girl. I made these lashes myself. I'm starting a lash company. My lashes are gonna be the best lashes anyone's ever seen, and I live by that. My lashes are gonna be the best. I just literally am so excited for everything in my life to just come together. I was so lost for so long. I was just chasing the wrong things, and like I finally have my priorities straight. I know what I want to be. I know who I want to be. I know the type of relationships I want in my life. I know like everything. Like I'm just like so enlightened. And you know, I had to go through some serious shit to realize this. But I always knew, like since I was a kid, what I wanted in life. And I like feel like when I like got to college, everyone was like, let's party, let's do this. And I was like, what? Like, I don't know. It made me like lose focus of my priorities in life for like 1 year. It was literally 1 year. 1 year, and then I like snapped out of it. Thankfully I didn't do anything that bad. Like I literally like my crazy bitch phase, like my party girl phase was like 1/10 of what other people's is realistically. But I just think like I'm really boring. I'm literally boring. Like I just like to like be cute and like take photos, like make things, create art, you know? Like when I'm like when I'm like more, I don't know, like happy and like I feel deserving of it, then I'll like go to Dubai and shake my ass on a yacht. But like give me a year, give me another. That was my party phase, okay? Now it's gonna be my hustle phase. And then when I turn 21, I'm gonna retire and I'm just gonna go like travel, like Dubai. I'm gonna go to New York. I wanna go to I want to go to Miami too. I want to experience the world. I want to go to Europe. I want to be on a yacht in the Santorini, whatever. Like, I want to just travel and, like, live my life. And I don't want to wait for anyone. And I just want to, like, make a shit ton of money and then travel and then, like, chill. Like, have a cute boyfriend. Like, yeah, he has to be cute. That's what I've decided. He has to be cute. You know, I want to, like, live for myself. I don't want to live for, like, my friend told me to do this, so I feel like I have to do it. One of the best things I ever learned is that you don't have to do what your friends tell you to do. You don't have to. You don't owe anyone anything. If your friends want to hang out with you at like 1 a.m. and you know you have to wake up in the morning and like you have a life and you have goals and you're still gonna go hang out with your friends, that was like one of my biggest issues, is that like I would just be such a pushover and like do whatever anyone told me to do. And that like kind of fucked me up, because it just stopped me from prioritizing myself, and I had to give up so many friendships because like, one, I was too nice. I accept the part that I was wrong, that like I was too nice to certain people and they just completely took advantage of that. Completely. And then I had this realization, like, okay, so I used to always like hang out with my friends and like do whatever my friends told me, because I thought I felt guilty if I put myself first. And then I realized that like you have to put yourself first, because at the end of the day, you are the only person you're left with. Is your best friend gonna be with you like, no, forever? No. Nothing is forever. Not even like relationships that till death do us part. Not even that relationship is forever. The only relationship that lasts forever is the relationship that you have with yourself. Like, because when you die, you die. The love of your life could die. I had this realization. The actual love of your life could die, and you would still have you. And then I also realized this because I moved to LA, right? And I was like, okay, when I move to LA, I'll be happy. And then I moved to LA and I was still unhappy. And I was just thinking in my head, I remember I would always think like, I wish I was happy. I wish I was happy. I would literally be like with my friends doing fun stuff. And then in the back of my mind, this little voice was like, I wish I was happy. And then there's this Lana Del Rey lyric that's like, it turns out it's just a state of mind. It turns out everywhere you go, you take yourself. That's not a lie. Sorry, I almost hit my vape by talking. And that is so true. No matter where you go, who you're with yourself. So you have to like yourself first. There's nobody else in the world that you're going to ever be with. Nobody else. You could be with anyone. You could be hanging out with Drake and you're still going to be with yourself. And if you're going to be hanging out with Drake and you don't like yourself, I'm just using Drake as an example because I love Drake. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not going to be happy and fulfilled. You have to like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, you have to just take baby steps towards it. I didn't always love myself. Like, I didn't. It took a lot of work on myself to like myself enough. Hold on, I have to flip my hair. It's like looking ugly. One of the ways to start to like yourself after hating yourself is to set little goals and know what you want and just accomplish them. Like, I know what I want. I want to do this and this and this and this, and I want to accomplish this and I want to do that. And like, you have to think, what do you want? And what kind of person do you have to be in order to achieve that, receive that, get that? Like, what kind of person? So let's say your goal is to like be a doctor. What kind of person would you have to be to become a doctor? I think you have to write down and like visualize, have a clear image. Even if you can't visualize it, you can say, I want to be this. I want to have long hair and I want to drive a Ferrari and I want to have a cute boyfriend and I want to dress nice all the time and be pretty and have my own apartment in New York. Okay, like let's just say that. Like let's just say that are your ambitions. Like even if you can't visualize it, you can write it down. You have to have you have to know exactly what you want, especially when you're communicating with the universe. I really think like there is a power higher than us, but we also have like our higher self that can connect to that and will connect to that. And if you just know, everything is energy, okay? Every single thing in the world is energy. So if you want to like attract something, you have to match the energy of it. And I know that like I probably sound crazy, but I'm like a very intuitive, I'm like psychic. Like people have called me a witch before. Like I'm literally very psychic and like intuitive. Like I can feel everyone's energy. That's why I like to be alone, because I can feel other people's energy so hard. That's why I like avoid people who are like unhappy, unlucky, because I feel like that literally like I can feel the energy. Like I can feel other people's energy and everything's energy so hard that like it actually scares me sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like literally I feel like, or I just feel energy. So I think that in order to attract what you want into your life, you have to match its energy. So let's say you want to attract a loving relationship, a boyfriend that loves you and is obsessed with you and treats you like a princess. So what would you have to do? You would have to love yourself, feel in love with the world. Let's say that your goal is to live in Miami. You want to live in Miami and you hate where you live, but you really want to live in Miami. Just start being very grateful for where you live. I'm so grateful for my room. I'm so grateful for my house. This is literally how I manifested moving to a big city. Like, I literally lived in a suburb my whole life, and then I moved to a city. Just by doing this. And also, when I was, like, 14, I manifested moving one time, to, like, New York. I went to New York for, like, 3 months when I was, like, 2016. I was 13, and I manifested this because of Gossip Girl. I really wanted to... Anyways. So... I just started being really grateful for everything in my life. Just gratitude and love. You have to feel love and give love to attract love. So even if you hate everything, first of all, if you hate everything, you hate yourself. If you hate someone else, chances are, okay, like let's say they didn't do something awful to you, you just dislike this person. Chances are that they have something that you wish you had yourself. So let's say I look like you and you don't like how you look. Let's say you're a Persian girl and you look like me, but you hate how you look. Like, you hate yourself. So chances are you're going to look at me and be like, this girl is ugly, because you don't like yourself. That is something crazy I've noticed. I noticed that when I was like 15, because I used to be really insecure about how I looked. And I did not like girls that look like me. I was like, girls that look like me, they're not like the pinnacle of beauty. To me, the pinnacle of beauty was people that look completely different to me. And then I spent a really long time like chasing something that wasn't me. And then, you know, I always wanted like blue eyes or something. And then I would wear contacts and shit. And then I realized that, like, no, I do look how I want. Like, I do look how I want. And one way that I manifested my appearance is that, like, I drew a picture of a girl I wanted to look like. So I drew the picture. I was like, okay, I'm just going to draw the perfect, prettiest girl I can think of. Like, what's the prettiest girl? So I drew a photo of this girl. And then I took a photo and I put on my Instagram story. And then people slid up and they were like, this looks like you. Like, did you draw yourself? And I was like, no. And I was like, wait, I really do like myself. And if you just become the best version of yourself, make your hair the best, eat healthy, work out, get any beauty procedures you want done, like, sustainably. I mean, you know, normally. I just got my nose done. That's it. Like, if you just do everything to become the best version of yourself, but, like, stay in a realistic standard. Like, a lot of girls, I think, their perceptions of beauty, I think the whole world is like this, even men to women. The perception of beauty is, like, fucked, basically. Like, you'll see people with 7 milliliters of lip filler in and, like, just, like, they just look like caricatures of women. Like, take a step back and chill. Like, I'm not shaming anyone, but I'm just saying, like, I know your goal was not to look like that. So I truly, truly believe to my core that in order to become the best, most beautiful version of yourself, you have to, like, not try to look like anyone else. If I were to sit here and be like, oh my god, I want to look like Adriana Lima so badly, like, I just want to look like Adriana Lima, and I would wear blue contacts and did everything to look like somebody else, I would be ugly because I wouldn't be true to myself. Everybody has their own energy and everybody has their own way that they like glisten and shine and like have like this light energy radiating from them. Like you ever see a girl and when she walks in the room, everyone's head turned and they're like, oh my God, who is this? Like, she's so beautiful. If you want to be like that, you have to focus on yourself and be the best version that you can be of yourself in all aspects. Like, really be organized and meticulous with how you take care of yourself and carry yourself. I think if you're into law of assumption, self-concept is very important. The way you see yourself is gonna like transmit to other people. So if you see yourself, I'm beautiful, and it, like your confidence basically. Insecure people are some of the least attractive people ever, and it doesn't even matter what they look like. You could be the most beautiful woman in the world and nobody will be attracted to you if you're insecure. I remember like a year ago I was like really insecure, and like guys would sense that off of me. And they would literally tell me, like, you're insecure, and they wouldn't like me. And I was like, I'm so pretty. Why don't you like me? Like, I swear, like, this was really, literally the thought process I had. 18-year-old me. This is the thought process I had. I was like, I'm so pretty. Why don't you like me? And it was because I was insecure. And it's not, insecurity is not about, like, if you think you're pretty or ugly. I know people who are, like, pretty. They think they're pretty, but, like, inside they feel ugly, or something about them makes them insecure. So this is why I say it's so important to do things that make you proud of yourself, have certain goals and things, because once you achieve goals and become genuinely to your core, inside, subconsciously, happy to be yourself. I'm so happy to be me. There's nobody else I would rather be. That is when you will prosper. I remember one time when I was like 15 and in high school, there was like a Socratic seminar in history class. I don't know if you know what that is. It's basically like everyone sits and like talks about like George Washington's butthole. And then, so I was like, I did not care. I was just thinking about myself the whole time, and I was thinking like, why don't I like myself? Like, why do I hate myself? And then I looked around the classroom and I was like, okay, like some like, I think it was like God talking to me. God was like, if you don't like yourself, then who else would you rather be? In this whole class, who else would you rather be? Who? And I was like, deadass, nobody. Like, look at all the girls. Look at all the boys. Look at everybody. Just look at fucking the teacher. Who else would you rather be? And I was like, nobody. Like, and I was looking around, I was like, I would not rather be anybody else. In this whole classroom, I would not rather be anybody else. And then I was thinking, like, this whole school, I would not rather be anybody else, you know? And then that, like, a switch flipped in my head, and I started being really grateful to be myself. I was like, I'm so happy to be me. Like, I love my hair, I love my skin color, I love my eyes, my nose. Like, I just started to like be really grateful. I was like, I have such pretty hands, I have such a good body. Like, I just started being super grateful to be myself, and I swear I became prettier. People started complimenting me more once I had this realization. People just gave me more attention. The prettier that I felt about myself, the happier I was to be me. People gave me more attention. They were treating me better. I should probably sit like this. People were treating me better. Like, my life generally just improved once I started being more confident. So, honestly, you have to realize who you want to be, and then should I sit like this? I don't know. I want you guys to see, like, my vibe. Honestly, first of all, this is what you should do. List out everything you like about yourself. What do you like? My bed is not made. Sorry. I don't care. List out everything you like about yourself. So what do I like about myself? Like, look in the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror. There's a mirror right there. Look in the mirror and be like, what do you like about yourself? I like my hair. I like my eyebrows. I like my skin. I like how I do my makeup. I'm so artistically talented that I know how to do makeup really good. I like that. Oh, and I made my own eyelashes. Like, I'm smart. I like how I dress. I put myself in the cutest outfits. Who else would put me in cute outfits that I like? Like, I feel so comfortable in like myself in this outfit. I wear cute jewelry. I'm connected to God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to like look at everything you like about yourself, and then look at the things that you don't like about yourself. Okay, so once you have stated out everything that you like about yourself, everything that you're grateful to have in yourself, everything that you're like, you know what? I like this. I love this about myself. Then look at all your flaws. I'm serious. This is the major key. You have to look at all your flaws from an outside perspective. Like, I did this like a while ago, and I do this every few months to keep myself in check. Look at yourself from the perspective of another person. So if you were another person looking at yourself, like watching a movie about yourself, what would you not like? So me, I did this in like March, and I was like, okay, what do I not like about myself? Like myself, not like any other circumstance, me. What I don't like about myself is that I get angry easily, and I have an addictive personality, and I rely too much on like other, like having a boyfriend or having friends, you know what I mean? Like, or I don't put enough time for myself. I self-sabotage a lot. Like, these are my flaws. I really have a self-sabotaging issue. So, and like fear of success. Some people fear success because they've never felt successful. If you want to attract something, you have to feel like you already have it. So if you want to be successful, I feel so successful. And I listen to songs. The music you listen to affects you so much. I feel so good to be so young and beautiful and so successful. You know what I mean? Don't listen to sad love songs. I swear if you want to change your life, don't listen to sad love songs. Whenever I listen to sad love songs, okay, basically, you're listening to music with headphones in. It's going straight to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is going to think, oh, this is happening in my life. So you're listening to some song about, I love you, but you hate me. Ah! You're listening to this song. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to fall in love with someone, they're going to hate you. I swear, that's how it works, because I've listened to songs before, and then, like, a year later, I'm like, I just really like this song, and, like, a year later, I'm like, oh my god, this song has become my life. Because, yeah. So, basically, listen to happy songs. I like to listen to songs about, like, being rich, you know, like, drive a Rolls Royce through the hood, you know, like, listen to that. And another thing that you can do is, like, rewire your subconscious brain. Recently I've been really into like Louise Hay, Joe Dispenza. Not recently, for like the past couple years. And you can basically like change your subconscious mind. You're not stuck is what I'm saying. You don't have to be stuck. You don't have to repeat cycles. Me, I used to think every October I'm sad. October is just a sad month. And then I realized time doesn't exist. Who says time exists? I'm not in the Matrix. So then I was like, time doesn't exist. I live in my own world. Like, it doesn't have to be October. It's just, that's just the date. You don't have to keep reliving the same October where you're sad every October. Or like in the summer, I get seasonal depression. Who says you have to get seasonal depression? Who says you have to be sad in the summer? You can just change yourself. You're never stuck. You're never stuck being the person that you think you are. You just created the story of yourself, of who you are. You created the story of yourself. I'm not lucky. Boys don't like me. All my girlfriends are snakes and bitches. You created that story for yourself, so obviously that's going to become your life. You made that for yourself. You are literally whatever you think. You literally are whatever you think. So if you think that you're not lucky, that you're miserable, you can't have a good relationship, your mom hates you, you think these shitty things about yourself, it has no choice but to show up in your reality like that. And if you feel like you're ugly, everyone is going to reflect back to you that you are ugly. Even if it doesn't matter what you look at. If you think, I'm so ugly, I wish I was prettier, oh my god, I hate myself. If you think that, everyone in your reality is going to treat you like you're ugly. Because it's subconscious. What you think about, what you feel, literally shows up in your real world. You literally are like the god of your life. And every time I say this, people who are like really religious get mad at me, but everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You create your own reality. There's nothing that says you have to be this way. You have to be, you are whatever you think you are, whatever you say you are. There's nothing that's definite. You can literally change your fate in the stars. I literally think sometimes when I meditate, like my thoughts go to the stars and like the stars align and what I want just comes to me. I literally think there's some higher power, higher than us, and there's a higher self within us that's connected to it, that you can change your own life. You don't have to wait for anyone. You don't have to, oh, I'm going to wait until I weigh 110 pounds to wear this outfit. I'm going to wait until I get lip filler to get a boyfriend because nobody's going to want me unless I have lip filler. Like, these are actual thoughts people have. Oh, I'm going to wait until this happens so I can be happy. You're going to wait for something to happen to be happy. Just be happy now and it's going to come to you faster. Because if you think, listen, I used to think I have to weigh like 110 pounds. And I was like, if I weigh 110 pounds, then I'll get a boyfriend. I'll have a bunch of friends. I'll get rich. I don't know why, but I used to think like this when I was like 16. And then I was like, fuck it. I don't care. I'm a good 125 and I'm happy with it. You know what? You know? And then I started being happy, and then all the things that I wanted that I was like, I can't get this until I have this. You can have it right now. A lot of people think, oh, I can't have a boyfriend or girlfriend until this happens. You can have one right now. You're limiting yourself. Basically, what I'm saying is every limitation, or you think like, whatever you think about yourself, you're basically every limitation you have put on yourself. You have limited yourself. Don't limit yourself. You are limitless. You are limitless. One of the people that I look up to a lot is Kanye West. I really look up to Kanye West because he just doesn't give a fuck. And he just believed in himself. He just believed in himself. You know? Like, I was watching this video and he said that, like, he would make, he started as a producer, right? He said he would make tracks for, like, Jay-Z, but then he would keep it for himself because he just believed in himself. Even though he had no, like, proof. He was just like, yeah, I can do this. And then they're, like, on the same level now. It literally just takes to believe in yourself. And you have to believe in yourself and believe in God, the universe, whatever. Trust that everything will align. Like, everything, sorry, just hiccups. Everything will, everything will align for you. If you align yourself. Everything you want will come to you. I've gotten every single thing I've wanted. At all times, you are living in something you previously asked for. I remember that when I lived in LA, I was like, I want to move back to my hometown and just like focus on like making money and chill and like gather myself, because I just felt so outside of myself. I didn't feel like my energy was in all these places, and I need my energy to be within me, like one. So, and I asked for that, and then literally 2 months later, the stars aligned and I moved back for like school or whatever. And then I was like, oh my God, like I'm bored. And all I have to do is like focus on myself, and like I'm just getting my shit together. This is so boring. I want to go party. And then I was like, wait, you asked God for this. So you're always living in something you asked for. Literally always. And you just have to be careful of how you communicate with the universe. If you feel bad, you're going to accidentally manifest bad things. That's what I think. You have to have a good self-concept, a good view of the world, a good view of others. You don't have to like give too much of yourself to others, but like have a good mind. It all starts in your mind. I really like to be in touch with my feminine energy. I think divine feminine energy is so powerful. And so I learned this recently, that I used to get a lot of anxiety and like worry and like, oh my God, I just have to do this. Like, and then I said stop. And whenever I felt these negative emotions of sadness, worry, stress, I said, let me take a step back and clear my mind. Where do I feel this energy in my body? And I noticed that when I was feeling stressed out or anxious or like, I desperately need this, I lack this, it was all in my head. I literally felt the energy in my head, because I would just stop, like lay down and be like, where do I feel this energy in my body? And it was in my head. And then I realized that masculine energy is in the head, feminine energy is in the body. If you want to be attractive, like attract things, especially if you're a woman, because I feel like most of my followers are girls, you have to be in your divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy receives, nurtures, helps things flourish. Masculine energy is desperate. It's like, I have to go get this and I have to go conquer the world. Feminine energy is, I'm going to be beautiful and I'm going to nourish myself and nourish those around me and love everyone and be grateful. So I think receives. Masculine energy chases when you're feeling desperate, lack, I need this, I have to have this. That is your desperate energy. Your attractive energy that attracts things to you, just makes people be obsessed with you, mesmerized by you. That is your feminine energy. Feminine energy is so powerful, so attractive. Really be in your feminine energy. Things I like to do to get in my feminine energy is I like to stretch, I like to dance, I like to draw, I like to be creative. And when you step into your feminine energy, when you feel like your energy is outside yourself and you're all in your head, you have to just meditate, gather your energy back to yourself. Get the good energy into yourself and release all the bad energy. You can get out the bad energy, go on a run, do boxing. Swear, it gets out bad energy, physically getting it out of you. And then allow good energies to come into you. Feed your soul with good things. Like, write something in your journal. Draw. Do the things I was talking about before. That's your ideal self, and what are your issues that you need to fix. And your ideal life and your ideal boyfriend and your ideal everything. Just write your ideal life. Just write it like a book. Like you're writing a book about your life. And today I did this and This is really crazy because I remember like a year ago I said I literally made a TikTok and I was like, a few months from now, like this will be my life. And I had listed it out and it was private. I was like, I will be doing this and this and this and I'll be with this type of people and I'll be doing this and I'll be wearing this. And not even a year later, like a couple months later, it just fell into my lap. I literally think if you align yourself, things will fall into your lap that you want, that are the best for you. And sometimes if something you think you want doesn't work out, it's because you're meant for something better. If something you really, really want and you're really desperate for it and it doesn't work out, it's because you're literally meant for something better. Like, I used to manifest all these little things. Like I would be like, oh, I want my ex to want me again. And then, like, you find a guy that's, like, so much better in every way, and then you're like, I don't even want him. I'm so happy he didn't come back. So sometimes your manifestations don't come, but it's because you are literally worth more, and you need to see your own worth. Like, sometimes, okay, let's say a lot of people do this. They, like, manifest their ex back or something, and then your ex doesn't come back, but that's because you're meant for someone better. You are. And I live by that. Like, sometimes if you want something, like me, I wanted to go to, like, college and, like, be in a sorority, and then that didn't happen for me, and I wasn't really sad because other things happened. Like, I was like, oh my god, I want to, but then I realized I would not fit in. You know, I was just meant for a different path in life. And then what happened? I got followers, and I have this amazing opportunity that most people will never have, to, like, have people look up to me and, like, listen to what I say, and, like, you know, I just feel like most people, this doesn't happen to them. What happened to me is in high school, I was like, I really want to be smart and go to, like, this university, right? And then it just didn't happen for me. But in, like, the summer, and then it was quarantine, right? In this quarantine, I had, like, no followers. I literally had, like, 3,000 followers on Instagram. Like, I was, like, nobody, right? And then I just closed my eyes and visualized myself having 10,000 followers. That's literally what I did. I closed my eyes and I was like, I have 10,000 followers. Like, literally, that's what I did. And then, like, the next day, I didn't even know how. You don't need to know how. Like, I really think when you're manifesting, you don't need to know how. I was just like, oh my god, I have 10,000 followers. Like, I'm so happy. And then, literally the next day, I posted something that night. The next day when I woke up, I had 2 million views overnight. And I was like, I opened the app. I wasn't even expecting it. I opened the app. I was like, shut the fuck. Because I just had so many followers. And I had no like, nobody knew who I was. And then all these people were, like, giving a fuck about me. And I was like, wait, this is from the visualization. And sometimes it doesn't come right away. But it'll come, like, 2 weeks later, a month later. You just have to be aligned with yourself. It literally came because I had no resistance. I had no limiting beliefs. I just, like, believed in myself. And I believed in the universe. And I believed, like, okay, like, I'm capable, I'm worthy, and I'm deserving. And it just fell into my lap. Another thing that I wanted to add or say is that, like, when you're really desperate, it blocks your blessings. Like, if you're holding on to something that is not meant for you, you're literally blocking your blessings. If you're holding on to... Take my advice. Live a better life. Another thing I want to add is that, like, if you're very attached to things, it literally can block your blessings. It can literally block your blessings. You have no idea what is out there for you. And if you're just so attached on things that you don't even, like, you know? If you're just too attached to things, it can literally block your blessings. That's what I've learned. So you should always be open and receptive. One of my favorite affirmations is, I'm ready for a huge positive shift in my life. I am open to receiving the best. I just want the best. I just want the best. If this is not the best, bring me the best. I just want to see how good it can get. I want to experience life to the best it can be. I want to see the best my life can get. I literally just want to see how good my life can get. And I'm open to receiving, and I release all attachments and expectations that don't serve me. I'm just so open to receiving, and I'm so grateful for everything that I have and everything that's to come, and I'm so abundantly blessed, and I'm so lucky. Everything always works out in my favor. I always get everything I want, and I always experience the best in the life. All the good things come to me. I experience all the good things. Everything I want comes to me easily. I just am so attractive, and I'm a magnet to my desires. They're all attracted to me. What I want wants me. It's literally life-changing. And when you say these, like, really feel it. I remember I said, I just want to see how good my life can get. And I'm just so open and ready for a huge positive change in my life. I'm ready to become the person I want to be. I'm ready for the best. The best. And you know what? When you say these kind of affirmations, you will notice like toxic people are going to leave your life, and it's going to be hard. You're going to have hard circumstances that come up, but these things are pushing you to become the person that you want, to become the best version of yourself. Like if you say, I want the most loving, perfect relationship, I want a partner who elevates my life, makes my life better, loves me, I love him, like just the best partner for me. Let's say you say that. You say, I'm so ready to meet my soulmate. I'm ready to meet my soulmate. Let's say you say that, right? You're going to notice that like these toxic boys who aren't serious, whatever, they're going to leave. They're going to go fuck with another girl. Like, you know, something's going to happen. And like you're going to be heartbroken. If you say like, I want this type of partner and I want him to be the best man ever for me, either if the guy you're with is not the best man for you possible, he's going to leave. And you're going to be heartbroken. And then that heartbreak is going to push you to become a better version of yourself. And then the right person for you will just it'll just appear out of thin air, I swear. One of my favorite ways to get a boyfriend, foolproof. I'm not saying you should be desperate for a boyfriend, okay? I'm saying you should be the most attractive version of yourself. You can use having a boyfriend as motivation to get yourself to that point, because I'm a lover girl. I like to be in love. I love love. I love, like, you know, I love that stuff. So write a list of all the qualities you want your partner to have. And this works, okay? You will meet someone with all these qualities. I've done this before, and then like a month later I met a guy exactly like the list, but then I forgot to add like loyal. I forgot to add treats me like a princess. So be very specific, right? Like all the qualities. I want him to be this. I want him to be loyal, treat me like a princess, be ready for commitment, like be open, emotionally available. Like don't forget those stuff. Those are very important. I made the mistake of forgetting those before and it fucked me up. Loves me, thinks I'm the prettiest girl ever. But you have to feel like the prettiest girl ever, okay? Don't just say, I hope he thinks I'm the prettiest girl ever. Say, I am the prettiest girl ever. Who are you to tell me that I'm not? I know myself better than you know me. And if I want to sit here and think I'm the most capable, most blessed, most lucky person, who are you to tell me that I'm not? Because I know myself better than you know me. You don't know me. You don't know me like I know me. And you know what is so crazy? Is that once you start believing and acting like you are the best thing to walk on earth, like I'm the best, I'm the shit, I'm the best thing to ever come to earth, other people will start to like mirror that back to you. Sure, you'll have some people who don't like you, but what are you going to do? Oh my god, Nancy Joe didn't like me, I'm so sad. Like, is that really what you want to do with your life? No. Be cocky. You're the only you're ever going to be. Who else is going to beat you? Who else knows you like you know you? You don't know me like I know me. I know things about myself that you don't know about me. You don't know shit about me, other than what I've told you, what I was seeing. And also, your perception of me is, like, based off your insecurities as well. So, all I'm saying is being cocky is a good thing. Being cocky and arrogant is a good thing. It is. Sorry. What do you want to do? Sit around and feel bad for yourself all day? And then you're going to... Life goes by so fast. I'm 20 now. I turned 20, like, a couple weeks ago. And I was just 12, like, last month. That's what I feel like. But I also think time isn't real. I can go into that, too. But anyways... yeah, so I know me better than you know me. So who are you to tell me that I'm not the shit? I know things about myself that you don't know about me, so I know that I'm the best. And then people will be like so intrigued and mesmerized by that. They'll be like, wait, if she thinks she's the best, let me get to know her a little bit more. Wait, why do you think you're the best? Like, why are you the best? And then you can show them why you're the best. Hello? This like is some crazy information. So, act like you're the dream girl, the ultimate girl, and everyone will just believe it. If you believe in yourself, the other people will believe in you. Okay? So, I literally forgot what I was even talking about. Oh yeah, getting a boyfriend. So write down all the qualities of boyfriend you want. And then write down what kind of woman would this man be attracted to? What kind of woman would he want? Because you attract what you are. You literally attract people that mirror something to yourself. I think every close relationship you have is to teach you something. Everyone I've ever, like, been even in a friendship with or whatever, they've been a reflection of me to some aspect. Like, not even in like a weird way. I'm just like, you're literally me. Like, you're mirroring something back to myself. And if it doesn't work out, you see the part of them that they mirrored back to you that you didn't like. Like, I was like, everyone you meet, basically, you met them for a reason. You met there's something in you that they also have that you needed to meet them so that you can learn that about yourself. And a lot of the times, like, friendships end, whatever, you learn so much. You learn, like, every friend I've had basically has reflected a part of me in a way. To want to go to this school, right? And then I met this girl, and she went to that school, and then we became friends. And I learned like stuff about myself. I learned like she had really hard work ethic, and like I really like, you know, everyone I've ever been friends with, I admire them, like to some extent. Not even like in a way that like a lot of bitches are weird and they're like, she wants to be me. Shut the fuck up. Okay, no, that's not that. You just meet people that like, I was like, I want to be an influencer, and then you become friends with an influencer, and then you see that part of yourself that's mirrored back to you. I don't even know how to explain this to you. Or like, let's say you like are kind of a bitch, you're gonna become friends with a bitch. And you're gonna be like, you just learn something about yourself from every relationship. Or let's say like you date a guy who is a certain way, and then like you're like, oh my god, there was something in me that attracted a person like this. Basically what I'm trying to say is everyone you attract in your life and have a relationship or a friendship with is like mirroring some aspect of yourself back to you, and you learn about yourself from that person. That was such a mouthful. This is like really difficult to it's like, I got this though. Let me eat some more caffeine. I'll tell you more. Everyone is mirroring something back to you. I truly believe that. Like, surely I met you for a reason. I met everyone for a reason. Everyone I know is for a reason. They all taught me something, and I learned something from everybody. And if you are not, like, let's say, like, oh my god, I fucking hate this girl, whatever. She's teaching you something. Take a step back. Do what I told you earlier. Look at it objectively from another perspective. What did you learn from having relation with this person? What did you learn from knowing them? It doesn't matter if they did you dirty. Look at it from how can I learn from them what I don't want. Sometimes you meet people because you're like, I don't want to be like you. It doesn't always have to be, I want to be like you. It's like, I don't want these qualities that you have. They're very flawed, and like, I don't want to be like a raging cunt like you. But I do like the fact that like you are smart and witty. Let's say you just learned something. Look at all the stuff instead of being like, oh my god, I'm so heartbroken. I'm so sad. How could you do this to me? No, instead of doing that, just be like, I'm going to look at this from an outside perspective. What did I have in myself that attracted a person like this? So I was insecure, so I attracted somebody who didn't see my worth. So now I have to learn how to see my worth so that I'm not insecure, so that the next person I get into a relationship with does see my worth. Also, a lot of the time, like, you have people in your life. Not everyone is supposed to be a role model. A lot of people are there to, like, scare you out of doing something. Let's say that, like, you have a friend and she's just like rude to people, always arguing with someone, messy, and then you're like, oh my god, I low-key have these traits. And then you can be like, okay, now I can change these. Like, now I can stop being messy, because like I've seen it in another person. I've seen how cringy and embarrassing it is for another person to have this, and I have it too. So now I have to change myself. And I literally think everything you attract is like, you have it, basically. Everyone is you. Look at like your best friend. Look at, like, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend. Just look at all these people. They're all, like, a reflection of you to some extent. And I don't mean this in the way that, like, you become your friends. I mean, like, you literally attracted them because you match them vibrationally to some extent. Also, I think you have to know how to be happy alone. Like, you really do. That's, like, the biggest point of this video is you have to love yourself and be happy by yourself. Self-concept is everything. So if you don't know what self-concept is, it's how you view yourself, how you view the world around you, how you interact with the world around you, how the world treats you. So I like to tell myself, I'm so beautiful. I receive the best and I deserve the best. The best comes to me. I am the best, so I get the best. I only get things on my level. I'm the best. And you have to treat yourself like somebody you love. If you are just like a fucking slob and you don't care about yourself and you just like neglect yourself, you're going to be neglected in all other aspects of your life. So, food for thought. You have to love yourself more than you love anyone or anything else. So that was my think piece of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll continue recording if I find anything more to talk about. So yeah, that was my little rant for the day. I think attachment makes you very unhappy. I made a TikTok about this and it got like 200,000 likes. Attachment makes you very unhappy. Don't be attached to or expect too much. If you don't have any expectations, you're never going to be disappointed. If you're attached to something, you're going to like go crazy, basically. You're going to make yourself so unhappy. Only be attached. The only thing you should be attached to is the feeling of love and gratitude. Just be attached to your goals. Be attached to things that make you happy. And if you have any negative addictions, I say replace those negative addictions with positive addictions. Let's say you have an addiction to binge eating. The times that you would go binge eating, do like little Pilates workout in your room on YouTube. If you are addicted to like smoking weed, let's say, instead of smoking weed, go like start walking outside and listening to music, or like running. Like just do things that like release dopamine in a better way. I love dopamine detoxes. Like, if you don't know what a dopamine detox is, it's basically like you don't eat like junk food, and you don't go on social media, and you don't just do things that give you a quick fix of dopamine. Like, you don't do anything shitty that like gives you a quick fix of dopamine. And then that resets. It's like for like a few days or a week. I like to go like a few days, or like, I don't know. You can just test it out, different things that you know give you dopamine that are like, this is not healthy. Like, it is not healthy for me to be eating like a shit ton of ice cream, and like just doing like things that you, not even a shit ton of ice cream, bro. There's so much worse things I just don't want to say that like people do that like give them quick hits of dopamine. Stop doing things that give you quick hits of dopamine. You're scrolling on TikTok. Dude, TikTok is like a hamster wheel of dopamine. You could be scrolling on that shit for 14 hours, you wouldn't even know, because you're just like looking for more dopamine, more and more and more and more. Or if you vape nicotine, you're gonna keep, because you just get like the receptors in your head, you're gonna have more and more, you're never gonna be satisfied. It's like the same with people who watch inappropriate videos. I'm not gonna say what they are, but like a lot of like men deal with that. Like, it just, they never get satisfied, and then they get into relationships and they're just unfulfilled. So you have to really give yourself detoxes of dopamine. Like, if you just feel like nothing excites you, nothing entertains you, you're like, what makes me happy anymore? You have to take a dopamine detox, and you have to be bored, and you have to suffer. Diamonds grow under pressure. If you are never uncomfortable and you just live life on default mode, you never decide who you are, if you never take the time to set apart, to be, this is who I want to be, this is what I want to do, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, you're just gonna live life on default mode. Basically, default mode is like boring. Like, nobody wants to live in default mode. You want to be a default avatar, or you want to be the avatar that you love, that you're so happy to be. Don't live in default mode. Decide who you want to be. Decide what you want to have. Don't live in default mode. No default mode. Just think about it. Default. When you play a video game, the character is on default. It's probably like the shittiest, most basic one. A lot of people live in default mode because they're too afraid to be themselves. Don't be afraid to be yourself. I always feel cringy as fuck and weird, and I never fit in my life. That's probably also a self-concept thing. But anyways, I really live like really unconventionally. I realize like I'm very unconventional and strange. So, and I realized like, no, I'm just not living in default mode. I'm just not in default mode. I'm just myself, and I don't care if you think I'm cringy. I don't care if you think I'm weird. I don't care if you think I'm crazy, because I love myself. And you know, who are you to tell me? I know myself, and I love myself, and I'm happy being me. You have to stop caring what other people think. Other people's opinions are not paying your bills. Is your opinion paying my bills? If it is, then I'll give a fuck. But if it's not, then I do not care. What is your opinion really doing for me? I'll wait. Dude, even if it is your boss, like, who gives a fuck? Even if your boyfriend thinks whatever, okay, there's another boyfriend out there in the world waiting who will treat you better. I swear. I've honestly been through a lot of shit, and I've been through it alone. Nobody to help me. I swear. I've been through so much alone, completely alone, and nobody to help me. But I think when you go through trauma and hard things in life, there's two ways you can go about it. You can either be sad about it, cry about it. Oh my god, how could this happen to me? I'm so upset. Or you can see yourself as like power. You can either, basically, when traumatic things happen to you, you can either see it as, oh my god, dude, I don't know the word in English. Badbacht? Badbacht? Chimisha in English, I don't know. Like, you can either see it as, I literally don't know what that word is in English. Let me think. Like, I'm so miserable and unlucky. You can either think that, or you can think I'm so powerful and resilient. I made it through this, and most other people would have been crying themselves to sleep every night. But me, I came out of this a bigger, better person. So, I'm special and I'm powerful because I was able to pull myself out of this difficult situation. There's two ways you can go through hard things in life. You can either be sad. Okay, you have to let yourself be sad though. You have to. Like, you have to just cry. Or else, if you don't let yourself feel emotions, basically, if you're not authentic to yourself in every way, you're going to be miserable. So, like, if you don't let yourself feel emotions, you're going to have an emotional outbreak and, like, go to the psych ward. Like, I swear, because people don't, like, release their emotions. They hold it in and then they go, like, do some crazy shit. You need to just, like, allow yourself to feel and be yourself and trust. Just have an inner knowing and trust. Let yourself cry. But after you let yourself cry, get up. Say, no, this is not going to be my story. I write my own story. The best way to know the future is to create the future. Map out the future you want, the life you want. Because if you keep living in the past, where energy goes, it grows. Okay? So if you keep thinking of the past, if you keep thinking, oh my God, like this horrible thing happened to me, and you're going to keep reliving that. It's going to keep happening and happening and happening until you heal that in yourself. Heal that in your subconscious mind. So if you keep living in the past is going to keep repeating itself. You have to think, what caused this to happen to me? What flaws do I have? And how can I rise above this? How can I improve? And that is how you improve. You have to take the power back. So take the energy into yourself. Make yourself who you want to be. And you can rise up from anything. I swear. I'm very blessed. I know I have had a really good life. But there have been stuff that like I've dealt with that I don't like talking about. But like, it's not even like, I don't know, I like to invalidate myself, but like, I know people have it worse, so I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh my God, my life is so bad. It's not, but I'm saying I've been through stuff, and I could have either let it defeat me. I could have let it defeat me for life. When I was a little kid in school, like in like 5th grade, everyone called me fucking ugly. Everyone called me ugly. They were like, we hate Tandis, especially the boys. And then this gave me this bad belief about myself that boys don't like me, boys are mean to me, boys are shitty. And then like that was reflecting because I would just date shitty guys. Or like, every guy was like shitty. And then I changed this about myself and I was like, I'm so pretty, I'm so worthy and deserving. And it wasn't even about the boys anymore. It was about myself. It was like, I'm happy to be me. I'm not gonna let me getting bullied by some fucking loser affect me. Because, you know, people go two ways about that. They either fix themselves or they forever become a victim to their circumstances. Like, if you forever become a victim to, like, some shit that happened to you, that's all you're ever gonna be. Like, you literally choose your life. Like, you write your own story. That's why I'm saying write out your own story. Write out your own story. And even if you don't have all the answers, you don't know everything you want, you have, like, a general idea of, like, I want to do this, and I want to have this, and I want to be this way, and this is the job I want. This is what I want to do with my life. And in the morning, I want to wake up and do this, 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 and this. And then in the evening, and then, you know, this is my ideal day. This is my ideal everything. My ideal relationship, my ideal lifestyle, my ideal house, my just everything. You basically have the power. Because here's the thing. I truly believe God doesn't put a desire in your heart if you're not meant to have it. I want this because I'm meant to have it. Time is a plane. Time doesn't exist. So I want this now because there's a future version of you who has it. Think of it like you're running and you're running looking at the future. If you're running looking, I'm so scared of the past is going to chase you and fucking eat you up. So you have to run, look towards the future, and you're just going to run into this beautiful garden of the future, and you're going to be like, wow, I didn't even know this could exist. It's going to be even better than you ever imagined. You just have to have a general idea and know what you're running towards. If you're like, oh my God, this horrible thing happened in the past. Like, no, you want to just sit around and think about that all day? The beautiful future ahead of me is waiting for you. All these things are waiting for you. They're out there. They exist. If you want to go spend 100 racks on a shopping spree in Dubai and then go jet skiing, like, you can do that. Nothing is stopping you. It's out there in the world. People have experienced it. So what separates you from the other people who have experienced it? Nothing. We're all human. We're all the same. It's just self-belief and confidence. So basically what I'm saying is that you want this because it's possible for you to have it. You want this thing because it is possible for you to have it, or else you wouldn't want it. I swear. If it wasn't possible, you wouldn't want it. Like me, let's say my dream was to be an NBA player. My dream would never be to be an NBA player because I would never want to, like, I can't. I'm just like a 5'7", like, little girl. Like, you know what I mean? So you can see that pile of clothes in the back. I'm not perfect, but I am perfect. But I just, like, you know. Every desire you have is, you can have it. So you want it because there's a future version of you who can have it. I want this. I want to have my own clothing brand because it's possible for me, and I really think the universe gave me the desire because it's possible for me to achieve this. If I really put my mind to it, I can have it. There's nothing stopping me. If I really want, there's something you want. You have the desire to have it so that you can align yourself with the future version of you who has it. If you can see it, you can have it. God doesn't put a desire in your heart if you are incapable of having it. That's what I'm saying. So, you have to believe that you're worthy and deserving of everything you want and allow it to flow into your reality. And just believe. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are capable of everything you want. and everything you want is on its way to you. All you have to do is align yourself, get clear on what you want, be specific. The world is literally like your oyster. It's like your playground. I think that like there's really no deeper meaning to life other than to experience things. Like, my New Year's resolution is to experience things. Yeah, there's no deeper meaning to life than to experience things. Like, I don't think, like, I think whatever you believe in becomes true. Whatever you believe in becomes true. But, like, let's say, like, I believe in heaven and hell. So I'm going to live my life as if I'm going to go to heaven or hell. Whatever. That's, like, an example. But anyways, life is what you make it. We're all souls. You are not your body. You have to think, you have a soul and energy. We're all just balls of energy, okay? You have a soul, and everything is energy. Everything is energy. So, to attract what you want, you have to match the energy of what you want. The same cells that make up a fucking couch are the same cells that make up you. So if you want to, like, attract the couch, you have to match the same, because cells don't change. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but, like, I heard it somewhere, and it was like, wow. I have to get smarter, and then I'll tell you. Basically, you are just put on this earth to experience things. If you want something, you're meant to experience it. It's part of your life path. So, whatever you want, you can have. You just have to believe that you can have it. And you have to align yourself with having it. And we're just meant to experience things. So, you have to know what you want to experience, and you will experience it. If you just want to experience things, your life is just the ball of experiencing things. Nothing is really that deep. At the end of the day, we're all going to die. So you just have to experience what you want. What's stopping you from experiencing what you want? If you want to experience whatever you want to experience, everything in life is just an experience. It's not that deep. So you just experience what you want to experience. I want to experience being being a billionaire. So why wouldn't I experience that? Like, I just want to experience that. Like, I just want to know what it's like. Like, honestly, like, I just want to know. I just want to know what it's like to be the hottest woman alive, like the richest. Like, what is really, like, the only thing stopping you is yourself. So, yeah, that was my little rant for the day. I plan on doing more of these. This was really fun. It's way better than doing it on TikTok, so. Bye. Follow me on Instagram. I have an Amazon storefront with all the products I use. Follow my TikTok. And I really plan on taking this shit more seriously. So I'll see you soon.